What is up, guys? Welcome to another edition of Market Marauders, beating the market one trade at a time. It's another episode of the Market Marauder Show. So, thank you all for joining. It's going to be an episode of Penny Party, which is basically where I give top penny stocks that I am watching for the week. So, let's jump into it. So on here we have ticker sign SEEL, which had a week high of $5.89. Overall, still bullish though, moving average 10 above 50 and 100. So positive on that metric. We can see VWAP is kind of directly at the moving average 10. So going to be looking at this one for some potential movement for next week. Although I think it's going to be continuing to go sideways, probably in the oscillatory range. If you're not familiar with what that means, that just basically means it's going to go and fluctuate between two values. So 589 being the high value, and then this 446 being the low value. I think it's going to have some more oscillation between that level, just because we can see the VWAP is pretty stagnant at the current moment. So if the market opens on Monday and we see this VWAP shoot up, then I'm going to say next strike is going to be 589, but overall still bullish on the name in general. Next, we have ticker sign NLSP, which had a week high of $7.34. Overall bullish though, moving average 10 above 50 and 100. And VWAP above moving average 10, so positive on both of my indicators. This one definitely to be looking at for an early morning mover because it ended at 618. So 618 is a pretty high metric for them. Overall, still bullish on the name though. They will have to go and test this 734 level for next week. But overall, ending on a good note at this 633, and I think they'll probably be an early morning mover when the market opens. Next up, we have ticker sign ENTX, which hit a week high of $10.16. Overall bullish on the name though. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. So if we zoom out, we can see moving average 10 is around this 689 range, and then the 50 and 100 is this purple and yellow line, which are way below at 269 and $3.95. So they will have to test this $10.16 high for the week. Overall, they went down after hours to end at 662, so maybe some more sideways oscillation from them as well because this VWAP is not really going up significantly. Next up, we have ticker sign ZOM for Zomedica. Overall bullish on the name, moving average 10 above 50 100. Maybe some oscillation on this one as well because it is crossed. Going to be looking to see this VWAP cross back across the moving average 10. Overall, they will have to test this $2.38 level, which they are pretty close to, ending at 230 on the week. So they went up 1 cent after hours to go to 230 for the week. So only 8 cent difference between their week high and where they ended the week. Next up, we have ticker sign SOS. Now this one has fluctuated quite a bit throughout the weeks. They are bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. So if we zoom in, we can see this red line is above the purple and yellow line. They did have a week high of 707, ending the week at 663, and then going down 11 cents after hours to end it at 652. But overall, going to be looking at this one. Hopefully, VWAP can jump back up on this name. Always a bunch of high volume surrounding SOS though, so definitely keep your eyes out on them because they do hit the high volume numbers usually when the market opens. Next up, we have ticker sign TRCH, which had a week high of $3.34, ending the week at 288. After hours going down 6 more cents to end at 282. But overall bullish though, moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, and VWAP is above moving average 10. So positive on both of my indicators. Just bear in mind this is from the perspective of Webull. If you like to sign up to get 2 free stocks when you deposit $100 or more, I have a link down below where you can do so. And this is going to be from the 30-minute chart perspective. So just bear in mind when you set up your chart, 30-minute chart is the time frame that I'm using. And then also we have moving average 10, 50, and 100, and then the VWAP 14. All these can be found in this indicators tab right here, and then you'll set up the chart, and it'll look just like this one. So overall, bullish on the name, but going to be looking to see VWAP jump back up because it ended at 282. If not, going to be some more oscillation in this name. Next up, we have ticker sign OGI, which is bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. VWAP is below moving average 10, so going to be looking to see that one jump back up. Seems to be a trend of this one, though. It jumps up in the morning and then kind of falls down and then jumps up in the morning again. So hopefully it'll follow that same trend for tomorrow. where it jumps up. So looking at it, had a week high of 455, ended at 444 after hours. So going to be looking to see it jump back up and test that 455 level. So only an 11-cent difference between the two, but overall still bullish on the name OGI. Next up, we have ticker sign NOK for Nokia. Now, I think this is definitely a sleeper name. I think it's a really good stock. It's a penny stock that pays dividends. So if you own um, any shares of Nokia, you will get a dividend for it, which, if you're not familiar with what a dividend is, they basically pay you just for holding shares of the stock. I have a whole course talking about dividends. Will be down below where you can check it out and start your journey on a path to building a dividend portfolio. But this is just one of the names in Nokia. They also are in the 5G space. So definitely, if you want to get a cheap name that's in 5G, if the other names, like Qualcomm, or even Verizon or some of those other names are too expensive, I think Nokia is still a really good, value to jump into with all their 5G experience. They did have a week high of 422, ended only went 1 cent down after hours to end at 421. But overall bullish on the name in general. Going to be looking to see this VWAP jump above moving average 10, preferably when the market opens. Then they'll have to test this 422 level again, which they're still pretty close to start a new week high. Next up, we have ticker sign METX, which is bullish, moving average 10 above 50 and 100, view up above moving average 10, so positive on all of those indicators. We can see that they had a week high of 294, ending at 269 for the week, and then going down to 267 to overall end. But overall, still bullish on this one. Seems to be again some oscillation on this one because VWAP is very stagnant. So 294 to about this low bottom peak of 257 seems to be the oscillatory range at the current moment, and it's kind of halfway in between both of them. So unless this VWAP changes, going to be some oscillation between both of those names. Now, oscillation is not a bad thing. You definitely can benefit from oscillation if you know where the bottoms are and the tops are. So if you see it getting closer to this 258, you may want to jump in around that 258, knowing that the top is this 294, and you could just schedule your trade that way. So, I mean, there's still profits you can get knowing that something is oscillating. Um, you know, so don't look at the oscillatory range as a bad thing. Just bear in mind, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you what stocks to invest in or not to invest in. This is just all for educational purposes. So next stock on here, we have ticker sign SIRI for SiriusXM. They are bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. So let's scroll out. Moving average 100 is at $6 even. Moving average 50 is at $6.10. So those are these two lines. And the moving average 10 is at 616. So did a week high of 620. Overall, still bullish though. Seems to be VWAP is trailing the moving average 10. But going to be looking to see if that could potentially jump back up ahead of the moving average 10 for another breakout. So they did end at 616, and then after hours went down 2 cents in at 614. So still going to be keeping a close eye out on the name. Next up, we have ticker sign DS for Drive Shack. So they did have a small rally last week. They went up to 330. They ended the week at 314 and then went down to 312 for after hours to end the week. But overall, still bullish. Moving average 10 is above 5100, and VWAP is above moving average 10. Looks to be setting up a nice upward momentum trend though to begin the week for next week. So I'm keeping a close eye out on ticker sign DS for Drive Shack. Next up, we have ticker sign XSPA for Express Spa. Now, this is no stranger to this penny stock realm. I mean, a lot of people trade Express Spa basically off of the news of different things that are happening in the company. Now, Express Spa is a company that has different facilities located in the airports. They were like spa treatment facilities, and they're converting them over to uh, testing facilities, so you can get tested there. So they're basically converting all of those over to testing. So if we see they are bullish, moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, and VWAP is above moving average 10. And definitely, when looking at this one, there's a lot of volume that comes with this name. So a lot of people know about this Express SPA or ticker sign XSPA. So make sure you check it out when the market opens. They did end 9 cents above their closed and at 222, so only 2 cents off from their week high. So definitely gonna be looking at this one for early morning mover on Monday. Next up, we have ticker sign RIG for Transoceania. They did have a week high of $4.81, ending the week at 4.59, and then ending going down after hours to end at 4.57. Overall, still bullish though. Moving average 10 above 50 and 100. VWAP above moving average 10, so bullish on both of those metrics. But VWAP seems to be pretty stagnant as well as the moving average 10. But going to be looking to see if they can jump up from that level. So they have been oscillatory for quite a while, since about the 10th, where they shot up to this 481 level, and the bottom of the oscillatory range seems to be right around this 445 level. So just bear that in mind. They are on an oscillatory path based on those ranges. So just act accordingly in that one. Next up, we have ticker sign PHUN, which had a week high of $3.06. On here, we can see that they ended at 210, and then after hours went down 6 cents to end at 204. Overall bullish on the name though. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. VWAP is below moving average 10, so definitely gonna be looking at this one to see how it performs. Gonna be looking to see if this VWAP can shoot back up above moving average 10 for some momentum shift in this one. If not, then it's still going to be oscillating in this range. Next up, we have ticker sign CFRX, which is bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, and VWAP is above moving average 10. They did have a week high of $7.63. They did end at 660 and then went up 3 cents after hours, then at 663. So overall bullish on that metric, on that name. So we can see they will have to go back up and test this $7.63 level. Definitely going to be looking at that and see how it moves for next week if this VWAP can start to go back up. Otherwise, maybe some more oscillation as well with this name. Next up, we have ticker sign ESGC, which is bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. VWAP is below moving average 10 slightly, so definitely going to be keeping a close eye on that one. They did have a small rally after hours, a 3-cent rally to end at 205. So overall bullish on the name though. They will have to test this $2.08 level, which is only 3 cents off from where they ended the week. So definitely going to be looking at ticker sign ESGC for next week, especially if we can get this VWAP to go back up. Next up on here, we have ticker sign HEPA. They are bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. So moving average 10 being at $2.42. We can see VWAP is below moving average 10, but it seems to be that they've been up above moving average 10 for quite a while, and then starting on the 11th, they kind of went down below. So on Monday, hopefully they can jump back up, that being the VWAP, going back above moving average 10. Then going to see if they can test this 249 level. So they ended at 241. So going to be looking to see that 249 is tested for next week. Next up, we have ticker sign ET. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, so it is bullish. VWAP is below moving average 10, but it looks like VWAP bounced off the moving average 50. But overall bullish on this name. Though they will have to test 870 for next week. They did end at 848 this week, and then after hours went down 4 cents in at 844. But overall still bullish on the name. We can see last week at some point in time they fell down and bounced off of the moving average 50. They fell down to this 826 level, and then bounced back off, and then tried to rally back up afterwards. So I think that's a pretty positive sign that they did have some momentum for their recovery, ending at 848 for the week, and only going down 4 cents after hours. Now, also bear in mind that this moving average 50 is at 834, so it is pretty close, about a 10-cent difference from where it closed. But overall, still bullish on the name. Going to be looking to see this one for next week. Next up, we have ticker sign NLY. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. VWAP is above moving average 10. Now it seems like when the market opens, that VWAP crosses the moving average 10. So I'm not really too concerned about it being below to end the week. They did have a 1 cent rally after hours. A lot of people seem to be jumping into this one. Volume seems to be high on this one as well. But overall, still bullish. Moving average 10 above 50 and 100. If we see once the chart is stretched out. And then we can see VWAP is going sideways, which I'm not really too alarmed with because it happened from the 9th or the 10th all the way to the 11th. VWAP kind of seems stagnant. And then this is kind of a really good concept to show the oscillatory range that I was talking about earlier. So with the cap being 865, the low being this 853, you can see the oscillatory range happened for about a day and a half on this one, and then it shot back up. So definitely keep a close eye on this one, especially since the volume is usually high for this one. A lot of people jump into this one when the market opens, so you're going to be looking at closely for ticker sign NLY. And lastly on here, we have ticker sign TELL, which is bullish, moving average 10 above 50 and 100. VWAP is below moving average 10, but they did have a week high of 283. They did end at 279 for the week. Went down 2 cents after hours at 277, so not too bad overall for volume is concerned. Going to be looking to see VWAP jump back up above moving average 10 on this one though. We can see that the moving average 50 is at 261. Moving average 100 is at 247. So they are pretty significantly far away from where the current moving average 10 is. So, definitely going to be looking at this one for a bullish run up potentially, but they will have to test this 283 level for next week. All right, so it's been another episode of Penny Party. Hopefully this video is helping you all, showing you all what penny stocks are out there. Overall, I do think the market is beginning to recover, so there's going to be a lot of penny stocks, shooting up, in my personal opinion, as well as some crypto names are going to be shooting up as well. You also do have the stimulus that was passed, so a lot of people have more free capital to put into investing, as well as, buying different things. So the whole market in general, I think, is going to have a little bump with people, having stimulus check and a little bit of excess money to begin investing, as well as put to the side. And I think, this is a great outlet to show you all which stocks are out there to begin investing in. But anyway, if this video helped you, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.